Well, cheers, you absolute fucking legends. It is From Behind the Barcast, the podcast for bartending, service industry, drinking in general. I am Paxton Quigley. That is Clint Moses. We got Sunset Kelly on the ones and twos. We got our man Rob sitting in. We got Sydney downstairs. Hello, and welcome to game night.
It is game day.
And this is our 99 and a half episode because we are going to watch the game post-haste when we're done with this and eating our steaks and everything. So we're going to do things a little bit differently today. There's no Karens, there's no Darrens, there's all positivity. We're going to shout out the people that have helped us and who have given us, life on this journey. First of all, some of our first sponsors, Ty Bean Art and Coffee Bar.
Yes.
Our very first sponsor. Beth and Jane are the best. Second sponsor
really
ever.
loves coffee.
Can you tell?
And some of their employees.
Yes. Next, Inferno Hot Sauces on Tybee Island. Brian's the coolest dude. He was one of our sponsors. Bubba Gumbos. We love Caitlin and Anna. We love Pat, even though he doesn't like to pay us tabs sometimes.
Yeah. Whoa, fully doxed him on that one.
Hey-o! He knows what it is. The entire Williams family.
Yes. The
Carolyn,
Williams.
Jude.
Not Williams.
Maddie, Frank, Charlie, Mac.
Yes.
It's not the cast of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's the Williamses.
It might as well be sometimes.
Wayne and Shanda from Beer Label Society. They've supported us a lot along the way.
Raw ingredients.
Yeah, Raw Ingredients. Jennifer Smoot for being
amazing.
And she just bought a painting from me, so thank you.
Russ and V, our high-end Patreons.
Oh yeah. Let's pop off them Patreons.
So
then.
our Patreon, starting from the OG first Patreon, Donnie Bell, and I'm gonna go through these Micro Machine style.
Like a Micro Machine.
Donald Bell, Mike Lynch, Allie Hazer, Jackson Robertson, Jim Glass, Brian Hogan, Corey, Jasmine Morales, Rob Kisselbeth,
hey,
Josh Jurgensen, Sunday Cafe, Carl King, never heard of him, Russ Neely, Carson, Patrick Burns, Michael White, Scott Studwell, Cherish Hage, Anthony Christensen, and Beth Martin, Jay Smoot, Ash Hayden, Shane Knight, Kyle Dyer, Amanda, Bernard Valenzuela, Anna Ruff, Josh, Grant Nelson, Carolyn Williams, Kyle Sheffield, Scott Jacobs, maybe. Hayden Howes, Bryce McNally, Maddie Pierce, Jeff Landrum, Russ Cohen, Jute, Jesse Fountain, Wayne and Chandra Millard, Raw Dog of Raw Ingredients, Michelle Anderson, Autry, John Benson, Patrick Henderson, Benjamin Munoz, Evan Rose, Rachel Heinley, Stephanie Knight, Bob Tyma, John Benson, Jack O'Connor, Benjamin Northup, and Joe Schmidt.
Oh, Hockey Joe. Let me get all the
applauses. Applause.
And we are drinking alcohol.
I'm drinking the last of my strawberry kiwi emergency packets. It's the final countdown.
I'm having an aha, and I'm not going to mix it with this yet, but my buddy Tom Cooler, another appreciation thing, he started this Savannah Songwriter series, and he has an orange grove. And so he grows I-Chang lemons, tangerinis, oranges, and grapefruits. And he's making simple syrups now.
We'll get a little better picture for the...
Yeah. So I'm going to do an official unboxing and testing of it a little later on in the week. But thank you to Tom for that. And let's get to the... I've got a early positive shout out right now. Okay. It starts in a negative situation, but it ends positively. So Saturday night I'm at work. And... we weren't busy until like 9-ish, and then a birthday party came in. A lot of woo girls, a lot of
unknown.
Party? Unknown. I didn't. Well, no, I knew the people.
Okay,
but I didn't know that the party was going on, or that they were going to adjourn to Huckapoos at 9:00 when I've been dead all night. It was kind of a godsend, whatever. So then this guy I've never seen before comes up, and there's a girl I don't know sitting there with Dylan Patel. They're chatting, and on the other side was this girl Stephanie that I know. This guy goes up between them, and he's taking turns going, "Hey, you're beautiful." So Stephanie's
what
like...
did Dylan say?
Well, here's the thing.
He said he was beautiful? Dylan's a handsome man.
It started with Dylan because I wasn't paying attention that much, and I heard Dylan go, "Hey, man, chill out." So then my ears perked up. He's like, "Why don't y'all shut up?" I was like, "Hey, buddy, just chill the fuck out, right?" There's no F count today either. I don't know if you guys know that, so fuck that. Okay.
All right.
So I heard Dylon say that. And I was like, hey, buddy, just chill out, man. He goes, well, just give me a drink. I was like, nah, you need to take a break for a second. Like, relax, whatever.
Here's a water.
He goes, okay. And this is how it always happens. He goes, okay, you're right. About 8 seconds later, when his goldfish brain got bored again, he turns to Stephanie and he's like, you know how beautiful you are? She's like, thank you so much. Can I just finish eating my slice here? And her boyfriend.
Oh, while she's eating
Yeah,
too?
yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude.
Her boyfriend's standing behind her. He's not taking offense to this guy because he's kind of a drunk jellyfish, you know, or that's what his brain matter's made of, like single-celled organisms. And so then he starts to get, and I was like, hey, man, leave her alone while she's eating. And it looked like he was about to go, hey, I'm sorry again. He goes, you know what, man? Fuck you. And he reaches across the bar.
Towards you.
Towards me. So I was like, not tonight. So I ran around the side and I go out to get him. As I walk out, I had full intentions on knocking this dude out. And I walked around there and I looked up and there's a bear of dens around him. It's Brian Bacon, Stephanie's boyfriend.
A bear of dens?
A den of bears. Hey, if it ain't broke, break it. You know what I'm saying? All right. A bear of dens.
I was like, all right, I'll let this roll here, a bear of dens.
Your face, I was like, what? You never heard of a bear of dens? So anyway, so Ryan Bacon chokes this guy immediately, and this guy's carried off like the gentleman from the Buffalo Bills off of the field.
Ooh,
yeah.
Soon.
Oh, wow.
They carry him down the stairs. Oh, we're spicy today, baby. They carry him down.
We?
They carry him down the stairs, and who's downstairs playing cornhole for the first time ever and forever? Eric Thomas.
Oh, nice.
So Eric Thomas is down there, and he's like, hey, what's going on with this drunk guy? The drunk guy's like, fuck you, buddy, and tries to punch him in the stomach. Eric was like, are you done? is that it? And then the guy kept punching him. Eric was like, dude, I mean, hey, I get it. You want to punch someone. This isn't working. This isn't working for anyone. So shout out Ryan Bacon for
yoking this guy up.
I mean, it was a straight, like it was instantaneous yoke. That bear of dens.
So speaking of punching, you had a little dream about a heavy bag and involving me. Didn't you?
I did. So I have a heavy punching bag downstairs, and I had a dream that I went down to punch it, and I was like, this thing's half full. It was like all floppy, and then I noticed that it was like 4 feet higher than it normally was. And I was like, Clint, why did you do that? And you were sitting over there like, what was Rocky's trainers? He's like, because you're a bum. You can't even reach it.
Tiger uppercut. Tiger uppercut.
He was like, if the bag was full, it would break your little wrist.
So that reminded me that during the Georgia-Ohio State game, it was getting a little spicy near the end of the game, and Clint was mad and goes, you know what? I've got a heavy bag in my shed. So I went out there as Rob's on the porch still pacing, watching the game. That's where I've smoked 20 cigarettes in 15 seconds. That's what you want to get your wind right before you hit the bag. So I go in there, give it 3 or 4 good, and the bag comes flying off the ceiling onto the ground. Boom, the bag is done. I'm like, oops. And I all of a sudden like, close the door. And he's like, what happened? I was like, I knocked it off the ceiling. He's like, your hand okay? I'm like, I feel fine. And so like, and I'm like, maybe I had drunk adrenaline anger. So I'm like, I forget about it for 3 days. And I go out there to work out and I walk in and I'm like, ooh, that bag's in the corner over there. And it wasn't my drunk adrenaline strength. It had dry rotted around the straps. Because I've had the bag.
I thought I was such a strong
That bag hung
boy.
on Tybee for 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Then in my garage, my other house, where I would take it on and off so I could park my car.
Yeah.
And then this, where I take out sometimes and just move it around to like, use it for like
Yeah.
a weight. So it's been through, it's 8 years old. I hopefully, does anybody know a place where you can buy fitness equipment?
Hey, I don't know, man.
Never heard of. Shout out Fitness Emporium.
Shout out Fitness Emporium. Speaking of Fitness Emporium, I went to the DMV one time, and I'm in there waiting for, to get in line or whatever, and I see a guy in a Fitness Emporium shirt, but I was already done, and I was kind of walking out. So I texted Rob. I was like, hey, man, I saw someone in the DMV with a Fitness Emporium shirt on. He goes, oh, good. I thought he was lying to me about going to the DMV to take off work.
You just saved the guy's job.
I just by proxy saved this dude.
So as we're doing this, we have some steaks sous vide downstairs.
Yes, we do.
Check out our Instagram feed. We'll have a little story
Shout
about that.
out IGA. I got 2.25 pounds of ribeyes spread over 4 ribeyes for $37,
which is dirt.
That shit would be
cheap.
$67
At
somewhere
Publix.
else. Yeah.
And so Rob and I had talked about this early in the week, and Rob was like, I had this tenderloin frozen. I'll thaw it out and cut them up. He tells me this. I forget about it. You get ribeyes. And I have a dream like yours.
Hey.
Heavy bag full of ribeyes. No. Just beat the meat. Just beat the hell out of that meat.
I do that before I go to sleep.
I moved your bag full of ribeyes up to hide it from the den of bears. You got to hang your meat high when the bears are around. But so I had this dream that I had forgotten to tell Rob that Paxton had ribeyes. And so Rob came over today for this, and he had like 15 prime fillets cut, seasoned, ready to go. And we had, for some reason, 20 ribeyes. And I was like, I ruined this. All this meat.
George is going to lose.
I woke up very stressed out and weird.
So
usually I wake up weird.
Like any other day.
So continuing on with the appreciation. So a lot of this podcast can turn into us like bitching about work. You know what I mean?
Not that you just did that, yeah.
I've never done that. So the other day, one of the most sweetest old lady moments ever had happened to me. It was towards the end of my Thursday daytime shift, and two old, like very old ladies came in, and they're sitting at the table. And it was like 4:30, so I was kind of getting off, but I was like, whatever.
I thought you were going to say you were getting off the old lady.
They were hot, buddy. Let me tell you.
Took a page out of Vinny's book.
Ethel.
Woo. Take them teeth out, girl.
Ooh. So I started to take their order, and I see Ethel on her phone, and she was like, hey, could you help me really quick? I was like, yeah, what's up? She goes, my friend Diane comes up here all the time, but I'm just wondering if you know her. I was like, I'm not good with
Diane?
I'm not good with names at all. So she goes, well, can you help me find her on my phone? So she pulls her phone out.
Where's that font at?
She's got Facebook open. And in her search bar, it said, my friend Diane. I nearly fainted from
trying not to see how hilarious it was.
Oh my God, I love this lady. Can you help me, friend? My friend Diane.
One of my friends one time, his dad, every time he went to Facebook, he would go to Google and type in Facebook and then hit it on the search bar.
That's like Googling Gmail. Google, check my email.
We can shout out to Mike Henderson, who sent me a Fortnite request one night at 3:30 in the morning. I was asleep. I saw it like 2 days later, and it just said google.com. Was there thing instead of like, hey, let's play? It was just google.com. I'm like, did Mike just send me a link to Google? Mike's like, look what I found on the internet. There's this website you can look up stuff.
It's the newest thing. Hey, you ever seen Game of Thrones? It's amazing.
Well, while we're on the positive shout outs, I had quite the journey here today.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
So they're closing Tybee Road to do surveying to expand the width of the bridges, long overdue. And in that, there's going to be road closures 24 hours a day for 30 days. We've been aware of this for about a week. So shout out to Jeremy Roberti, who's like,
I've been aware for about 3 hours since you told me about it.
So Jeremy's like, I got to go out there to my shop. I'll give you a ride. Getting Jeremy's souped up V15 Camaro, and we're driving. And I'm like, we should go to Johnny Mercer. He's like, no, we're going to go this way. So he just gets in the left lane. When there's two lanes, there's right lane, which merges over. And he's like, I don't want to be with those assholes in the right lane. After the 75th car passes us, I'm like, hey, maybe we should go over there. As his car is just, I mean, he's got it's a nice car, but it's burning gas. I'm like, you're over here getting 2 miles per gallon. Traffic finally meets up with us. I look over to my right and I went, is that fucking Joe T? Hit the horn. I just get out and I'm like, hey, can I get in the car with you? He wants to go back that way. He's like, sure. So we're mid-traffic. I've got my sous vide container full of stuff, a bag, 3 shirts on hangers, and 2 cups.
Shit.
And we just do this exchange. Traffic's not moving, but there's always some asshole 8 cars back like, come on, move. Where?
Where are we going, buddy?
Where are we going, buddy? So I jump in the car with Joe T and his sweet daughter Kinsley, and he maintains the right lane. As we passed 80 cars,
Yep.
We stop. Cars are coming on. We get to Bull River. They stop us. I'm like, I'm like, oh, cool. We'll get it on the next run. All of a sudden, the cops just move and open up traffic both ways because they were doing 30 cars on, 30 cars off, which it was taking a long. I mean, I left my house at 3:20. I got here at 4:20.
30 doesn't seem like enough, though.
Well, and the thing is, during rush hour, stop and let people come and go.
Yeah.
So 7 to 9. So apparently they were going to do 2 hours of open traffic, but it was so nice to get out of one car and into another in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
Like, and then when Joe T's baby mama called them on the phone, she was like, "Who's in the car? How? What?
Yeah, what?
What happened?"
Wait a minute.
And it was fun because like
Does he go to school with Kinsley at Oakland Island?
I just graduated last week. But it was nice because like Joe T used to drive for Breezy, and I got out and like I subconsciously reached for my wallet to pay him. Yeah, no, he's most improved or best new employee.
Best new employee, yes. Speaking of sweet children, just like Kinsley, Joe T's daughter. Allie and I were at Cancun the other night, which I love agave, but I go to Cancun because they have the lowest score in Savannah. The lowest health score. That's
what a good shout out to Cancun.
Yeah.
Cancun, one of our never sponsors.
Yeah. So we're in there, and Wally, the police officer from Tybee, was in there, and he walks by and he goes, I was like, hey, what's up, man? He was beaming. I was like, hey, what's going on, dude?
Their health score is now up to 80.
Yeah, right. He was like, oh, man, just good to see you guys. And he starts telling me that he's adopting a 4-year-old.
Oh, cool.
So he tells us about it, and I don't know what the typical situation was.
Was it from the restaurant?
So he gets him for a week, a month, for like 6 months to sort of assimilate and integrate.
Okay.
Allie's already crying as he's telling us this because like you see it in him.
Yeah.
It was kind of amazing. Like I'm a psychopath with very little feelings, but I felt something a little bit there. You know what I mean?
Just.
So then he goes, he's like, all right, man, I'm gonna see you guys later. I gotta go pay the check. He walks back in with the young man in his arms. It is Wyatt, the kid that he's adopted. Wyatt comes up and goes, hey, Paxton and Allie. He had already told him our names.
Oh.
I could barely eat after that. It was.
This isn't hot sauce. These are real tears.
It was. I mean, just the energy coming off of him and how proud he was.
Just the heartwarming thing you warned me about?
No.
I was like, cool.
We got more coming.
I can escape,
man.
kids.
Yeah.
But speaking of warming, it is. These jerseys don't breathe like they used to when I played.
Well, thank you for bringing me this because I feel like Kirby's smart in it.
Yeah, Kirby dumb.
Hey.
Hold on. I hit the wrong one.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be crickets first.
It loses its flair. Maybe after a week or 10 weeks, you'll label those things.
I've got
we'll use Patreon to buy you a.
I've got the Karen label, but we're not doing Karens and Darrens this week.
I had one, but I have a Karen at my new restaurant. Here's another clue for you guys where I work. We have a dish pit. All right. Anyway.
Okay. Do you want to do a Karen?
Do you want me to? I can do this, Karen.
Oh shit! It's the Karen of the week. It's the Karen of the week.
The cash. Okay.
Hey,
give me your wallet. You have cash in your wallet?
My what?
Do you have cash in your wallet?
Cash? Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Rob, you okay? All right. Come back. We got it. All right, come on.
Back to you.
That's your cash anyways, I think.
Oh, that's perfect. Is this all a trick? I have no Karen or Karen. I just wanted my money. All right, we got a dishwasher at my job. This is another clue. His name is Money. We're not going to use the 20s because he's worth about $1. Money.
Make it rain.
Anyways, so Money is annoying. He's a dishwasher. He's back in his late 20s. Wants to be called Money. His name is Dwayne. But
does he insist on money?
Oh yeah. He also insists on every dish being stacked appropriately. I get that.
Okay.
But then he'll organize the dirty dishes around each other in the perfect. But we're slammed, bro. I'm sorry I put the small plate on top of the big plates. Get over it. It's fine.
I got to go back to my job.
And if you miss the silverware in the well-placed silverware bin that's at your knee level, that should not be there. If it falls, pick it up. I'm like, I've been here 3 weeks. I know. I'm going to pick it up anyways. I'm not a dick.
He's kind of rubbing you because you're the new guy and he thinks he's going to get some.
And he messes with the guys, like my art shout out, Brian. I won't say his last name. That's another too. Close. But my buddy Brian, who works there, he messes with him a lot too. Something about tall white guys he likes to screw with. I don't know why. Money is a black African American gentleman.
Black and African American.
Yeah, he's a black African American.
That's rare.
So if you don't do what he likes, what he has to do is spray the dish sprayer onto the surface where the dishes are up at you. All right, I got a few problems with this. One, will you switch me over here, buddy? Thanks. I have a few problems with this. One. That is disgusting. That's all dirty food and dishes now mixed with water, which breeds bacteria. You're spraying it into our faces and mouth. 2, come on, dude, that's gross. 3, I wear glasses. So if you spray me with dishwater and food, I now have to stop what I'm doing and clean the muck off my face and glasses before I go back to the table like, how are you guys doing? Sorry, there's somebody else's French fry. And so I've warned him. So last week I was like, look, man, it's not funny. You got to stop. Like I'm doing my best here. Everybody, you're the dishwasher. I get it. It's a hard job, but stop doing what you're doing.
But if we are friends, I can help you make your life a little bit easier.
I do help make his life easier with a lot of things. I'll take glass racks from him and things out of his hands to help him because I know how much his job sucks because I started in the dish pit. Into that night, he thinks it's funny. He's praised me again. I was like, yo, man, one more time, I'm a nice guy, but I'm coming back there, and it's going to not go well. I'm going to wrap that thing around your neck, and I'm going to choke the shit out of you. The kitchen kind of stops moving, and the expo guy looks over, and he looks at him, and he's like, I don't know. Don't do that, I guess. So that's last Thursday. I won't see Money again until this past Friday. I'm getting off. It's lunch. It's the end of my shift. I got 20 minutes left. He does it one time, thinks it's funny, and I'm like, I look over at the kitchen manager, and I'm like, that's not cool. I come back. He thinks it's funny. He hits it right, just full spray. And I was like, all right, motherfucker, you do that shit again, I'm coming back there. I'm taking that hose off the goddamn wall. I'm shoving it up your ass, pulling it out your mouth. It's over. I walk out, grab the manager. I was like, let's go talk. And she's like, what? I was like, you can do 2 things here. You can let this go. You're going to lose 3 things. Me, him, and that goddamn dish hose. And I'm going to shove it up his ass and pull it out of his
It's going to be a
throat.
bidet now.
And she was like, she's trying not to laugh because she's trying to take this seriously. But she's like...
everyone else has probably been waiting to say something to that effect.
Oh! I told the staff was all like,
and you probably get a little more carte blanche as a new employee, being like, "Hey, man, I don't deal with this shit."
And they love me there. I have done nothing wrong since I've worked there. They all love me. It's the first time I've had any kind of angst towards anything, so it was taken very seriously. But this Monopoly Money motherfucker needs to stop that shit before I fuck him up.
Triple M, Monopoly Money motherfucker. I like that.
That's right.
So the work on the bridge, now some weirdo started a Mountain Dew cult way back in the day.
What a dick.
And apparently they're doing all this bridge work to stop the Mountain Dew from going back up. I don't know what they're talking about. I think this is...
You think this is a whole...
This is Big Bridge going against...
Big Bridge. Is this Big G Dot? Big G Dot for
Bull River.
The Bull River gods.
And you know what? I'm going to skip that sappy thing that I was talking about earlier
because money got you.
Yeah, money got me.
Yeah, money doesn't have a lot of money.
But well, here's the thing. So tonight we are going to watch the national championship.
The Horny Dogs game.
It will be very nice. It would be very nice not to be working and being able to watch the game. I was at work yesterday and I walked into the walk-in and something is dripping a lot. I was like, all right, we got leaks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, whatever, man.
It's my the leaks they fixed today.
Yeah,
all fixed today.
That all got fixed.
All the leaks got fixed today. I saw the plumber up there.
Yeah. So then,
thank you, Luigi.
Aside from that, with nothing to do with that at all, I saw like 200 pounds of frozen frog legs. So we're going to be frying frog legs in the turkey fryers tonight. And I'm like, so what kind of sauce you gonna put with it? He was like, ketchup. I was like, listen,
hot sauce?
Listen, I ain't French.
Wait, where can we find hot sauce?
Huh? I was like, I ain't French, but I don't think ketchup goes with frog legs.
It's like ketchup.
Hey, Ann, you know how American chickens can't stand on their own 2 feet because their breastises are too big?
We talking about women or poultry?
Yeah, poultry. These frogs could probably jump in the air like 3 miles. These are the fattest frog legs I've ever fucking seen in my life.
One of my customers was like, Georgia fans? Yeah, he's like, oh, yep. That horned frogs versus the dogs? Well, yeah, that's a horny dog game. I was like, thank you, sir. This was a guy I waited on it was a farmer's convention in town, and he is selling pesticides that he does for marijuana plants.
Okay.
And so he had a bunch of people at his table and was like treating them to the night. Guy was fantastic. Super awesome. He's like, how long you been here? I was like, about 5 weeks. He goes, I'm going to need you here for 57 more weeks because I want you next time or I'm not coming in. I was like,
oh, wow. Yeah. I never hear that from anyone.
They hear, I hope you're not here in 57 weeks.
Well, shout out Studwell. So yesterday, a couple of his friends were at Pooh's during the day.
Did you missed him though, didn't you?
No, I missed him. And I was like, hey, are your fucking dork friends still up here whenever I rolled in at 4:30? But they had too good of a time. He goes, no, they love Taco Pooh's. They had a really great time. I was like, good thing I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But they put $1 up or whatever. I was like, I'll put my taint on it. You know, I'll make it scratch
and
sniff.
So you put your taint on the wall. I'd love to see how flexible you've been after that kickball
I've done it. Now it's scratch and sniff. I was like, you won't need to scratch if I put my taint on it, baby.
I know you're going to have to watch that shirt before I get it back.
Oh, you mean just because of this?
It's the Kirby Smart Smell.
I want to burn it.
Game
I thought
worn.
it was Kirby.
It's got that game
Actually,
worn smell.
depending on how it goes tonight, we will.
That's not getting burned. I have a. So there was a little known player that was from my mother. So don't burn that shirt. There was a little known player named Caleb King who was running back for Georgia. Rob remembers him, I'm sure. But at the time, there was Tavarius King and Caleb King on Georgia. So there was T King and C King. Me and my sister sharing the same name.
Oh, that's dope.
So shout out to our friend Matt Harrington, who bought us both Caleb King jerseys and got them autographed. I had a game-worn Caleb King jersey signed by Caleb King, and what is the most permanent of markers of all time, because I've watched it a few times, because he had it on that game. So when he threw me the jersey, I was like, hell yeah.
Oh! Oh! Okay, I'll do you one a little better. Shout out Danny Rapicelli. I go to his house when he lived down here on Tybee.
Is he part of a den of bears?
He's a bear of dens. I go to his house, and it was after work, and we were like cooking out or something like that. So I had to rush over there. So I took a shower in his guest bathroom. I get out. There's a towel over the sink. Only towel in the room.
Ooh.
I grab it. I rub it all over my head and body. What does Danielle make Danny do whenever he trims his beard? She makes him put a towel over the sink to trim his beard. I rubbed every bit of his face pubes. Huh?
Guys, I've got something for you. Instead of hacks with Clint. Before you take a shower at your friend's house, make sure you've got a goddamn towel before you get in the shower. Life hack, baby.
You know, that's almost like,
it goes with TP
sure,
also.
Yeah, I was about to say, make sure there's toilet paper there first.
yeah. Don't sit down and start shitting without some your shit tickets. You gotta have your tickets to shit.
It was like when,
or you can use Danny's. What if you had to use the towel
God.
for that? You got Danny's.
It was almost like when
Emily
glittered me. I was finding glitter everywhere. I was pulling his pubes out of my teeth for like face
You said
pubes.
it was his beard.
Face pubes. Well, actually, now, no, he's not tall enough to.
Now he's got the squatty potty. We went to his house for a football game, and I was like, your squatty potty's weird. It's his kid's stool to pee. So I stood all the way up and was like, this is kind of hard. You have to pee like right down into the toilet.
Hey, at least my dick don't touch the water this way. Am I right? Hey, am I right?
Well, guys.
Hey.
You hear that sound? It's the sound of the sous vide unit going, I'm ready, baby.
Cook me, baby. We want to thank you guys so much for 99 and a half episodes of just amazing content. I mean, for you guys.
Yeah.
You're welcome is what I mean.
You're the best bear of dens.
The best bear, and that's the name of this episode. The bear of dens.
And we actually have a den of 3 out of 4 bears up here.
We do have a lot. Yeah, we do have a few bears up here. So thank you guys. Thank you, Rob and Sydney, for showing up and bringing the steaks. We will see you guys. Hey, listen, next Monday,
3:00
ish
at Huckapoo's. Mike Anderson, it's 5:30 when we start. We're going to be at the back bar at Huckapoo's.
Yeah.
We will be shooting live.
If you want to make it there and you're not coming and you're not on Tybee,
leave early because the traffic's going to be bad. I'm going to be here at 11 a.m. 2 things. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you can get your drinks from our bar. We will serve you 3 drinks. Colorado Kool-Aid, a.k.a.
That's a Coors Light.
Coors Light. Blue Helicopter.
Which is whatever we make up.
You'll find out when we do.
Yeah.
And a Tito's and Vodka, which is Tito's and soda. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can subscribe this week, and you're allowed in the VIP lounge to get drinks. Everyone else has to go inside and get drinks.
Yes.
If you're not a Patreon subscriber and you want to come watch, please come watch. Feel free to participate by silently observing the entire event.
Yeah, just don't look me in the eye. I have a thing about that.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Stop. Okay. All right. Well, we love you guys.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Go
and we'll
dogs.
see you on episode 100. Go,
motherfucking dogs. Go dogs.
Go dogs.
Go dogs. Fuck
go to
frogs.
jail for
That's
that.
what we do. Oh yeah, sure. Not in Georgia. No, Louisiana. They killed that shit a long time ago.
All fun stuff.
You can tell Mary hi.